Welcome to the Filipino Chess Arena, Philippine Blitz Chess Arena, ladies and jiggly gentlemen, boys and giggly girls. Today we have a super diggity duper special game. This is the, I forgot to write it down, it's the Elephant. That's the sound of an elephant. Gambit. Also known as the, here I got it right here, I'll open up your AI. Also known as the England counterattack, but they can't have everything named after them, those English. They got the language named after them. You know, why do you gotta have the language and your Cheerios too? Dang. Anyway, the elephant. That's an elephant, by the way. Attack. We see here a counterattack from Yev Cool. This guy is so cool, known as Leo Rufin, 1983. So he's a little older than me. 2165 is super high E, a low, really high though. He's gonna be up against Noel Somera. That's Dark Swoop down there. 5 minutes on the clickety-clack clock. This is the Philippines Chess Arena. Biggity brought to you by Ernie Biggity Baltazar. Alright, let's get to the game here. Ernie Biggity Baltazar. Alright, let's get to the game here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today we have here, of course, the elephant opening for counter. Elephant Gambit. Woo, riding an elephant's always a gambit. Alright, we'll see how it works out. White's gonna accept that gambit. And here comes black on the assault. And he's gonna come right out. I like it. The elephant gambit. Yev Cool. So cool. And Mickey making his moves. Running these horses all over the chessboard. No pawns developed here. But here's a non-passant. No way, Jose. But Willie allow that peasant pawn to move forward. No, not likely. He's just going to strike it down with great vengeance. And then the bishop's going to come out here for vengeance. And look at the queenside castle on that guy. Wowzer, so cool. Leo, Riggedy Rufin in tickety trouble now. Yev Cool. Yev Cool, not looking so cool now, are you, Yev Cool? 1983 with 4 minutes and 42 seconds on the clock. Noel Somera. Wowzers, holy cowzers, Dark Swoop. Just incredible there. Now he's going to move in with his assault early on. The castle, before anything happens, Yev Cool needs the castle going kingside. So we have the kingside versus queenside. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that most of the battle will be happening here on the kingside assault. But actually, black set up very nicely for some kind of a queenside attack. But here comes the knight trying to put some problems in that. And he's going to, what? He wants to move his king, diggity dance, and start dancing his king around. He's going to try to save some seconds on the clickety clock by dancing his king. Make some moves for me, please, so I can diggity dance around a little bit more. And that's what he's going to do. He's going to do these ultra, super, diggity duper safe miggity moves here on the chicken chessboard. Dark Swoop, swooping on in there. And here's a miggity mirror move. Couldn't have been that bad of a move, now could it? Because Biggity Black is doing the imitation on it. So the white's going to be forced to reassess their positioning, move their knight up here to the center of the biggity board. And where's the attack coming from? Is he going to move down the F file? Is he going to move down the F file? No, it's going to be the G file. G file. G chess. Biggity bullet style. Biggity brought to you in part by Ernie Biggity Baltazar. Biggity man from Biggity Manila. Alright, the F file, the only file not actually getting diggity developed here. I was so diggity dang wrong, ladies and jiggly. But they don't need to be riggedy right all the dang time when to do these chess commentaries. So spasibo to you and Biggity man from Biggity Manila, Ernie Biggity Baltazar, who puts up with all the icky, wiki, icky, sticky, jicky, wiki, biggity, man from Biggity Manila. Every time I say his name. In real liggity life, he's like, oh my gosh, here comes that guy again. He tried to put his head down, puts his mask on. I'm like, I know you're a superhero. You don't need to put your mask. We all know your super secret identity, Miggity Man from Miggity Manila. It's got Manila written all over your shirt, and you're Ernie Biggity Baltazar, the greatest chicken chess player. He's like, oh my god, quit stalking me. Look at the pin! Wowzers! Holy cowzers! Yeah, cool! So cool! So cool! As he comes in there with the piggity pin and takes down that riggedy rook down to his liggity level and down even lower than that. So down on the ground, he got a shovel. He starts digging down there to try to get even lower level so he can take him on diggity down to that too. Yeah, cool. So dang cool when it comes to wicked, chicky, chess. Biggity Blitz style. The Filipina Chess Arena. Dark Swoop, however, 3 minutes on the clickety-clack clock. A little behind in time and a little behind in pieces, but not sweating it. As he's set up so perfectly awesome, indubitably just incredible here. Awesome setup. I like his setup. Ladies and gentlemen, that king side looking a little scared as the biggity pawn biggity advances without oh my gosh, never mind. We got her in trouble. He's done. Oh, but wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. As Dark Swoop swooping on in for a victorious super diggity duper victorious super diggity super diggity super diggity duper diggity duper diggity. What's his answer gonna be, Mr. Cool? So cool, so cool. Yev Cool. He's so cool. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do to Dark Swoop? Dark Swoop, so good. He's got 3 minutes. Oh, here comes the exchange on Diggity down. Biggity Black not playing around now, but here goes the Biggity Bishop, and that's gonna alleviate a little of the Biggity pressure, and he's gonna lose his Biggity Rook. It's down to an evensy, Stevensy games, ladies and gentlemen, and now Dark Swoop looking a little less cool, is he? Chicky, little less cool, is he? Chicky, chess, Biggity Blitz style. Both players staring down the barrel of their opponent's firearm in a Mexican standoff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's it gonna be? Here comes White moving up the chickity chessboard. Chess. What's he gonna be? Here comes the offering up the queen trade. I'll liggity like it, ladies and gentlemen. He can't take the pressure. Under pressure. So White's gonna actually be forced here. The hand of White quite forced down if he wants to keep that initiative. Otherwise, oh, he's gonna run away. Initiative lost. G. Yes, says Yev Cool. So cool. So cool. We wanna be like you. Yev Cool. 1983. Chicky. Wiki, chess. Biggity Blitz style. Leo Rufin. I put that down wrong, but yeah, it's Leo Rufin. Should have written that down a little bit better. I'm gonna go with my writer, my word guy. I have some guy who writes out my stuff just so I can read it because I can't even read my own dang writing. So I pay somebody just to write my words for me. He's called what do they call those who do it for comic books? I don't know. I'll have to ask him next time I see him. But right now, you can see I haven't paid him in a while, so now I have to write my own. I can't even read it. Noel Somera, chicky, chess, Biggity Blitz style. I got their ELOs, though. Is 2144 for Noel. And Leo's got 2165. So incredibly high, these two players in their ELO. Biggity Blitz style, Biggity Blitz style, cheeky chess down to the wire here. Yev Cool has 1 minute and 50 seconds on the clickety-clack clock. And Dark Swoop has 1 minute and 42. We're out of coffee, dang. There was a good morning with Folgers in my cup, but not anymore. Not anymore. Life's not worth living without Folgers coffee in my cup. Sigh. I could pickety pause this. I'm gonna pickety pause this. I'm sure it's almost over anyway, but who cares? Pickety pause. Where's my pause? Pause. Pause. Pickety 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 man for me. All right, biggity back to the. Oh yeah, here we are. Biggity back to the chess game, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I got my Folgers coffee. Life, the order has been restored to the balance of the universe. That's why you need to spend all of your money. Go out there and buy every single coffee ground you could possibly get and make sure it's Folgers. And if it's not Folgers, throw it in the trash and then buy it anyway. No, don't buy it anyway. Just buy Folgers and start boycotting everything that's not Folgers. You need to have Folgers coffee in your cup every single miggity morning. Otherwise, your morning is just terrible. And you are not successful in life. Ha ha ha. Not without Folgers coffee, of course. Wowzers, this is the barrel of a 45. I mean, wowzers, look at this. White in tickety trouble. Wowzers, look at this. I'd hate to be Dark Swoop right now, but we'll have to see how this exciting culmination of a game finishes after I take my sip of Folgers coffee. I'm sorry, I need more creamer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Here comes the exciting conclusion of this game. Doc Swoop versus Yevcool, 1983. Leo Rufin versus Noel Somera. Big 2100 ALO. Both of these piggity players. Is he moving? There he is. There's the moving. There's the response. But here's the cheeky check. Here's the cheeky check. Is it cheeky checkmate? No, not likely. Not yet. Not yet. No, not likely. Not quite yet. Cheeky. Here, wowzers. The exchange on diggity down. Wowzers. The game biggity boiling on riggity diggity down. Even further boiling. That game just boiling on diggity down. Well, and here we see biggity black way ahead on the pawn count, but soon to be not so much. Probably chicky chess. Biggity blitz style, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Blitz style, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Blitz style. 1 minute 3 seconds on the clickety clack clock as the last final minute for Yevcool versus Doc Swoop. Doc Swoop. Who's gonna wiki win? Is chicky chess biggity. Looks like biggity black actually doing a pretty good attack here. That's riggedy rook keeping that pawn at biggity bay. What's it gonna be? Oh, he's gonna try to take the biggity pawn down with a backside strike. Chicky check. He's offering the exchange on diggity down. No, not gonna be successful in that. But here we can see biggity black desperately on the attack for that. Biggity pawn. Nothing white can do now. He's offering the exchange on diggity down. 45 seconds. Black's got the queen. He's got the queen, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna be the eventual GG. Doc Swoop falling victim to Yevcool. So cool. Ladies and gentlemen, Yevcool. 42 seconds on the clickety-clack clock, winning this game. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. I want to thank my sponsor, Ernie Biggity, man from Miggity, Manila, Ernie Biggity, Baltazar. Miggity man from Miggity, Manila, Ernie Biggity Baltazar. Who's the man behind that mask? Ernie Biggity Baltazar. Chicky.